Welcome to Stoic Spirit Channel. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with the chaos of what it means to stand out, to be noticed, and to be heard, it's so easy to overlook the extraordinary power of silence. The ancient Stoics had it nailed. They grasped the profound strength embedded in stillness, the kind of strength that pulls people in without uttering a single word. Picture this: you walk into a room, and without even trying, you become the center of attention. Not because you're the loudest or the flashiest, but because you exude a presence so mesmerizing, it's as if you're communicating volumes without speaking at all. This isn't just ancient wisdom or philosophical folklore, this is a reality you can step into today. We're about to dive deep into the core of silent attraction, guided by the ageless insights of Stoicism. It's about more than just making a grand entrance, it's about leaving a lasting impact that feels as natural as breathing. So if you've ever felt overshadowed in this noisy world, this is your chance to let your silence speak louder than words. Let's uncover the secrets to becoming effortlessly magnetic, to turning heads without even trying, all by tapping into the ancient art of Stoic charm. If you're with me on this journey, exploring the profound depths of silence and wisdom, do me a simple favor and hit that subscribe button. And remember, if you've ever felt like you don't quite fit in with the crowd, this message is custom made for you. So don't skip any part of the video. You're the unique exception we've been waiting for. Number 1. The power of being you. How often do we hide our true thoughts, stifle our interests, or even change our opinions just to fit in? We've all been there, but Stoicism gently guides us back to our authentic selves. It reminds us that our most magnetic, attractive quality is our authenticity. When you're true to yourself, you're in harmony with your nature, and this resonance touches everyone around you. It's like broadcasting a signal that says, "This is me, raw, unapologetic, and real." And trust me, that kind of authenticity is irresistibly magnetic. Let's dive deeper. Being you means embracing your quirks, your passions, your vulnerabilities. It means standing strong in your beliefs, even when the world tries to sway you. It's about finding comfort in your own skin, knowing that your genuine expression is your greatest asset. Remember, the Stoics prized virtue above all: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Living by these virtues, guided by your inner moral compass, makes you not just appealing to others, but also brings you closer to personal peace and happiness. So how do you start embracing the power of being you? Begin with a little introspection. Take time to understand your values, your passions, and your boundaries. Reflect on what makes you feel alive, what drives you, and how you can align your actions with your true self. Then, take the brave step of expressing that true self to the world. It's not about being perfect or pleasing everyone, it's about being real, being consistent in your words and actions, and showing up as the authentic you every single day. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one." In our context, this message remains just as powerful. Don't spend your life pondering what makes someone attractive or likable. Embrace your authenticity, live by your virtues, and let your genuine self shine. That's the power of being you. And believe me, in a world that often values conformity, your authenticity is your superpower. It's what makes you silently attractive, drawing people towards you effortlessly and profoundly. Number 2. Style. Ever wonder how some people seem to effortlessly captivate a room without saying a word? It's not just about what they wear, it's about how they wear it. In a world obsessed with appearances and trends, Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. It doesn't preach renouncing material possessions or ignoring our appearance. Instead, it guides us towards living with intention, including how we express ourselves through our style. So, how can you make your style truly resonate with who you are? Think about this: what story do your clothes tell? Are they a true reflection of your personality, your values, and the roles you play in life? When you wear something that feels right, that screams "this is me," how do you feel? Confident, comfortable, maybe even invincible. That's because when your external appearance aligns with your internal world, you amplify your authenticity. It's not about being flashy or extravagant, it's about radiating a sense of self that's uniquely yours. Let's break it down. Style, from a Stoic perspective, is about authenticity and simplicity. It's about making deliberate choices that harmonize with your inner essence rather than mindlessly following every fleeting trend. Imagine wearing an outfit that not only fits perfectly but also feels like a second skin. It's like every piece of clothing becomes a brushstroke in the masterpiece that is you. But how do you achieve this? Start by asking yourself, what does each piece in your wardrobe say about you? Does it align with your values? Does it reflect who you are or who you aspire to be? The goal isn't to impress others, but to express your true self in a way that's genuine and enduring. Consider this, your style isn't static. As you grow, evolve, and navigate through life, your style will shift and change. And that's perfectly okay. The key is to remain true to yourself through these transitions, allowing your external expression to evolve with your internal journey. So, what's your story? How will you let your style speak volumes about who you are? By embracing the principles of Stoicism, you can ensure that every choice you make adds value, not just noise. Take a moment to reflect on your wardrobe. Are your clothes telling the story you want to share with the world? If not, maybe it's time for a change. After all, your style is a powerful form of silent communication. Make sure it's saying exactly what you want it to. Number 3, body language. Have you ever wondered how much you can say without uttering a single word? Imagine walking into a room and immediately commanding respect and attention without speaking. It sounds like magic, right? But it's not. It's the power of body language. Here's the conflict. We often think communication is all about words, but what if I told you that your posture, your gestures, even the way you move through a room can speak volumes about who you are? Stoicism teaches us that true control and awareness extend beyond our minds to our bodies. Our external expressions reflect our internal states. So, how can you align your body language with your true self? Consider the simple act of standing tall. It's not just about looking confident, it's a physical manifestation of self-respect and personal dignity. When you hold your head high and push your shoulders back, you're not just telling the world you're confident. You're telling yourself you're worthy of respect. This posture naturally attracts people, creating an aura of trustworthiness and approachability. But it doesn't stop at posture. Think about the subtleties of your facial expressions. A warm smile can disarm the most guarded heart. Sincere eye contact can forge a connection deeper than words. Stoicism encourages us to be present and mindful in every moment, extending this mindfulness to our body language. Are your gestures open and inviting, or do they unintentionally create barriers? Let's dive deeper. How often do you catch yourself slouching or crossing your arms defensively without realizing it? These nonverbal cues can send the wrong message. Instead, practice being fully attentive and engaged with those around you. Let your body language flow from a place of sincerity and intention. Open yourself up to this challenge. Next time you interact with someone, focus on your body language. Are you truly present, or are you closed off? Are your gestures open, or do they signal disinterest? By aligning your outer movements with your inner virtues, you invite genuine interactions built on trust and respect. So, what's your body saying about you? Are you ready to harness the silent power of your body language and let it work for you, not against you? By being mindful and intentional, you can transform your interactions and create lasting impressions. Remember, your body language is a powerful tool. Use it wisely and let it reflect the best of who you are. Number 4, a scent worth remembering. Have you ever caught a whiff of a fragrance that instantly transported you back to a cherished memory, evoked deep emotions, or completely shifted your perception of someone? It's fascinating how a single scent can wield such power. But here's the conflict. In a world obsessed with trends and brand names, how do you choose a fragrance that genuinely reflects who you are? Imagine this. Choosing a scent isn't just about smelling good, it's about creating an invisible signature that speaks volumes about your identity. It's about finding a fragrance that leaves an unforgettable impression without saying a single word. Stoicism teaches us the importance of intentionality in all aspects of life, including the seemingly mundane choice of a fragrance. So, how can you select a scent that truly aligns with your essence and the impression you wish to leave on the world? Think of a fragrance as a form of nonverbal communication. It's a subtle yet powerful way of expressing your uniqueness. Just like the Stoics believed our actions and words should reflect our inner virtues, a carefully chosen fragrance can be a reflection of your personality, mood, and aspirations. It's like an olfactory fingerprint that says, "This is me," creating a sensory memory in the minds and noses of those you meet. Choosing the right scent requires mindfulness. It's not just about picking something popular or expensive. It's about understanding the fragrances you're naturally drawn to, how they blend with your body chemistry, the environments you frequent, and the message you want to convey. Do you want to evoke a sense of calm and reliability? Maybe a clean, fresh scent is for you. Or perhaps you wish to be remembered as bold and adventurous? Then something with spicy or woody notes might be your call. Consider this: how often do you think about the impact your fragrance has on those around you? Are you selecting a scent that invites people closer, that whispers rather than shouts? A signature scent should linger subtly in a room, leaving a gentle yet lasting mark, much like the quiet but profound impact we hope to have on the world through our actions and choices guided by Stoicism. Let's apply the Stoic principle of moderation here. It's not about overwhelming those around you with an intense fragrance, but choosing a scent that harmonizes with your true nature. Reflect on the last time a scent made a significant impact on you. What did it communicate? How did it make you feel? Now think about how you want to be perceived. What message do you want your scent to send? So, what's your scent story? Are you ready to find a fragrance that becomes an integral part of your identity, one that communicates your inner self without a word? Embrace the intentionality of Stoicism in your scent selection and let it become a powerful, silent testament to who you are. After all, your fragrance is more than just an accessory, it's a personal statement. Make sure it's one worth remembering. Number 5, manners that mesmerize. How often do we lose the art of true connection in a world dominated by digital communication? Imagine if you could master the kind of manners that not only bridge the gap back to genuine human interaction but leave a lasting impression on everyone you meet. This isn't just about saying please and thank you. It's about embodying grace and virtue in every interaction, much like the timeless wisdom of Stoicism teaches us. Why do some people instantly make others feel valued and respected? What is their secret? Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue, self-control, and empathy, perfectly aligns with the concept of mesmerizing manners. It's not about adhering to social protocols just for appearances. It's about showing respect, kindness, and consideration through our actions. Picture this: you're in a conversation, and the person you're speaking with is fully engaged, giving you their undivided attention. How does that make you feel? This act of presence, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, communicates that we value the person and the moment we're sharing with them. It's a simple yet profound manner that resonates deeply in our often distracted society. Think about the last time someone genuinely listened to you without the distraction of their phone. That feeling of being truly heard is powerful, isn't it? Stoicism teaches us the importance of empathy, understanding, and sharing the feelings of others. When our manners are infused with genuine empathy, when we're quick to offer a helping hand or a word of support, we're practicing Stoic virtues in the most relatable ways. These acts of kindness and empathy don't just make us more likable, they draw people to us, creating a magnetic pool of warmth and genuine connection. But there's more to it. The subtleties of manners, like knowing how to navigate social interactions with grace, from dining etiquette to the art of conversation, reflect mindfulness and respect for those around us. Stoicism doesn't teach us to withdraw from the world, but to engage with it thoughtfully. Mastering these social graces shows we care enough to put thought into our actions, honoring the unspoken rules that make our interactions more meaningful. So, how can you incorporate these Stoic principles into your daily life? Start by asking yourself, are you truly present in your interactions, or are you distracted? Do you show genuine empathy and understanding, or are you quick to judge? By reflecting on these questions, you can begin to align your manners with the virtues of Stoicism, creating a quietly powerful allure that draws people in. What story will your manners tell? How will you use the power of Stoic wisdom to leave a lasting impression on those you meet? Embrace these principles and transform your interactions, making each one a testament to your respect, kindness, and genuine engagement. In a world that often feels disconnected, your mesmerizing manners can be the bridge that brings people closer together. Number 6. Be here now. Why do some interactions leave us feeling deeply connected, while others feel shallow and empty? Imagine if you could transform every conversation into a meaningful connection. What if the secret lies in simply being fully present? This isn't just a nice to have, it's a powerful call to action, a remedy for the superficial interactions that plague our fast-paced world. Think about the last time you had a conversation with someone who was constantly checking their phone. How did that make you feel? Now, contrast that with a moment when someone gave you their undivided attention. The difference is profound, isn't it? Stoicism, with its emphasis on living in the present and appreciating the moment, teaches us the value of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. So, how can we apply this to our daily interactions to create deeper connections? Imagine this scenario. You're talking to someone, and they are fully engaged with you, free from the distractions of past regrets or future anxieties. This kind of presence, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, communicates, "You are important to me, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be." Such attention is rare and precious, capable of transforming even the most mundane interaction into something meaningful. But how do we cultivate this presence in a world that constantly vies for our attention? It starts with mindfulness, being aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By becoming more mindful, we can catch ourselves when our minds start to wander and gently bring our focus back to the present. It's a skill that, like any other, improves with practice and patience. Consider the impact of truly listening to understand, rather than just to respond. It's about engaging actively with the here and now, making the other person feel seen and heard. This approach can leave a lasting impression, creating a sense of warmth and genuineness that is irresistibly attractive. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to appreciate the beauty of the present moment, to see it as a gift. Every interaction, no matter how brief, is an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. When we approach our interactions with this mindset, we not only enrich our own lives, but also profoundly touch the lives of those around us. But being present also means being vulnerable. It involves allowing ourselves to be seen and to see others without the shields we often put up. It's about dropping the facade and connecting on a human level, recognizing that at our core, we all seek understanding and connection. This vulnerability, though it may seem daunting, is incredibly powerful. It breaks down barriers and builds trust, laying the foundation for deeper, more meaningful relationships. So, what's your next step? How will you embrace the power of being fully present? By integrating mindfulness and the principles of Stoicism into your daily life, you can transform your interactions, create deeper connections, and live a more fulfilling life. Are you ready to make every moment count? The choice is yours. Number 7, a touch of mystery. Why do some people leave us wanting to know more, while others seem to spill everything at once? What if the secret to deeper, more intriguing connections lies in saying less? This idea, deeply rooted in the wisdom of Stoicism, teaches us that sometimes, less is more. It's about the deliberate choice of what to reveal about ourselves and when. Imagine this: you're reading a book that gives away the entire plot in the first few pages. Boring, right? Now think of a book that slowly weaves its tale, revealing secrets layer by layer. Which one captivates you more? The same principle applies to our personal interactions. A touch of mystery can transform a simple conversation into an intriguing discovery. But how do we cultivate this sense of mystery without seeming deceitful or secretive? How can we make others eager to learn more about us? It begins with mindfulness about what we share and the intention behind it. Stoicism encourages us to focus on developing our character rather than seeking external validation. By not laying all our cards on the table, we invite others to engage more deeply and look beyond the surface. This subtle invitation to explore signals that there's more to us than meets the eye. Consider this: have you ever met someone who seemed to reveal too much too soon? Did it make you less curious about them? On the other hand, have you met someone who shared just enough to pique your interest, making you eager to know more? This is the power of selective sharing. It's not about playing games or constructing a facade. It's about allowing our complexity and depth to unfold naturally over time. So, how can you strike the right balance? Start by asking yourself, what do I really want to share in this moment? Am I sharing to fill the silence, or because it's meaningful? Practicing self-control, a virtue extolled by Stoicism, helps navigate this fine line. It's about valuing the quality of our connections over the quantity, understanding that deeper relationships are built on mutual discovery and respect for each other's depth. Think about the last time you shared something deeply personal. Did it feel like a gift or an obligation? Embracing a touch of mystery reflects a respect for our own inner world. It acknowledges that some thoughts, experiences, and dreams are so precious they gain in value when not freely given away. This selective sharing is not about withholding, but cherishing. It makes the eventual sharing all the more meaningful because it's offered, not demanded. In practicing this Stoic approach to mystery, we also learn to listen more. By being less eager to fill the space with our own stories, we open ourselves to hear others, to truly engage with their essence. This creates a reciprocal dynamic, a dance of give and take that enriches both sides of the conversation. So, what story will you let unfold today? How will you use the power of a touch of mystery to deepen your connections and leave others eager to know more about you? Remember, sometimes less truly is more. Let your actions and words reflect this wisdom, creating a magnetic pull that draws people into the depth of your character. Number 8. Cultivate cultural wisdom. Why does understanding different cultures matter so much in today's interconnected world? What if you could deepen your empathy and broaden your perspective simply by learning about the traditions and stories of others? Cultivating cultural wisdom is not just about knowing facts or being able to name capitals. It's about diving into the heart and soul of different cultures, appreciating their traditions, their struggles, and their joys. Think about this: have you ever felt disconnected from someone because you didn't understand their background? Imagine the depth and richness that cultural wisdom adds to your conversations and interactions. When you can share a story from a different culture, express understanding, or even speak a few words in another language, you build bridges. You show respect for the experiences of others and signal that you value diversity not as an abstract concept but as a lived reality. How do we start cultivating this invaluable wisdom? It begins with curiosity and an open mind. You don't need to be a world traveler or have an encyclopedic knowledge of every culture. Start with small, intentional steps. Read books by authors from different parts of the world. Watch films that offer a window into lives different from your own. Engage with art and music from diverse cultures. These actions push us out of our comfort zones and broaden our understanding. Let's dive into a story. Imagine a conversation with someone from a culture vastly different from yours. As they share their experiences and traditions, you find common ground in their stories of family, struggle, and joy. This shared humanity breaks down the barriers that often divide us. By exposing ourselves to different worldviews and philosophies, we challenge our assumptions, confront our biases, and grow in empathy. This isn't just about collecting information, it's about transforming ourselves into more well-rounded, compassionate individuals. Consider the Stoic pursuit of knowledge and the virtue of wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to look outward, to learn from the world around us, and to see the common humanity in all people. In cultivating cultural wisdom, we're stepping into the shoes of others and exploring the rich tapestry of human culture. We're not only broadening our own perspectives, but also fostering a global mindset that celebrates diversity and fosters empathy. So, how can you take action today? Start with a question: what can I learn from someone different from me? Seek out conversations that broaden your understanding. Every cultural encounter, every piece of knowledge gained adds a layer to your understanding, enriching your perspective and enhancing your ability to connect with others. Imagine the impact of this journey on your personal growth. By integrating cultural wisdom into your life, you become a bridge builder, someone who can connect deeply with people from all walks of life. You become part of a global community, enriched by the diversity of human experience. What story will you explore next? How will you use the power of cultural wisdom to transform your interactions and deepen your connections? Embrace this journey and watch as your world expands and your empathy grows, leading to a richer, more fulfilling life. Number 9. Compassion connects. How can we create deeper, more meaningful connections in a world that often feels disconnected and divided? What if the key lies in something as simple and profound as compassion? This isn't just about feeling sorry for someone. It's about truly understanding their experiences, their joys, their struggles, and connecting with them on a deep emotional level. Why does compassion hold such power in our interactions? Compassion is the bridge that links our hearts, allowing us to see beyond our differences and recognize the shared humanity that binds us all. In the rich tapestry of Stoicism, compassion holds a special place, reflecting the philosophy's core principles of empathy, community, and the interconnectedness of all beings. Imagine this scenario: you see someone struggling, and instead of offering a quick fix or a platitude, you take the time to listen deeply, to understand their pain. How does this change the dynamic of your relationship? Stoicism teaches us the value of recognizing our common bonds, urging us to extend our concern beyond our immediate circle to the wider community and the world at large. It's a call to action, encouraging us not only to feel deeply but also to act on those feelings in a meaningful way. Consider the impact of offering a part of yourself, your time, your attention, your support, to someone in need. This act of giving, of stepping outside ourselves to alleviate the burdens of another, is one of the most magnetic, attractive qualities a person can possess. It draws people to us, creating a warmth and depth in our relationships that is impossible to fabricate. But let's be honest, compassion isn't always easy. It requires us to confront our own discomfort, to sit with the pain of others without rushing to offer quick solutions. It asks us to listen deeply, to understand before seeking to be understood. This level of engagement can be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. By opening our hearts to the experiences of others, we not only help to lighten their load, but also enrich our own lives, gaining insights and perspectives we might otherwise miss. Think about the last time someone showed you genuine compassion. How did it make you feel? Acts of compassion foster a sense of belonging and community. In a world that can often feel isolating, these acts remind us that we are not alone, that we're part of something larger than ourselves. This sense of connection is what many of us crave at a fundamental level, and it's what makes compassion such a powerful tool for building relationships. When we show genuine concern for the well-being of others, we're laying the foundation for deep, lasting bonds that transcend the superficialities of everyday interaction. Practicing compassion also requires a certain degree of vulnerability. It means opening ourselves up to the possibility of being affected by the suffering of others, of feeling their pain as if it were our own. This vulnerability might seem daunting, but it's also a strength. It demonstrates a level of emotional openness and authenticity that is rare and precious. It shows that we're willing to put aside our ego to connect with others in a way that is raw and real. This authenticity is magnetic, drawing others to us in a way that surface-level interactions never could. So, how will you incorporate compassion into your daily life? How can you use this powerful tool to build deeper, more meaningful relationships? By embracing the principles of Stoicism and practicing genuine compassion, you can create connections that are profound and lasting. Are you ready to let compassion be the bridge that connects you to others in a world that desperately needs it? The choice is yours. Number 10. Laughter lights up the room. How can a simple laugh transform an entire room? Why does laughter feel like a magic spell that lightens even the heaviest of hearts? It's often said that laughter is the best medicine. While it may not cure all ailments, it certainly has the power to change the atmosphere and elevate the mood of everyone around. At first glance, Stoicism and laughter might seem like unlikely companions. Stoicism emphasizes living a good life, finding joy in the present moment, and connecting deeply with others, goals that laughter directly facilitates. The Stoics understood the value of joy and the importance of not taking life too seriously all the time. They knew that laughter could be a powerful tool for resilience, a way to face the absurdity and challenges of life with a lighter heart. Imagine this: you're in a room filled with tension, and someone cracks a joke that makes everyone burst into laughter. Instantly, the room feels lighter, the barriers come down, and people feel more connected. Laughter is infectious. It creates common ground and reminds us that despite our differences, we all share the capacity for joy. Laughter embodies the Stoic principle of focusing on the present. In a moment of genuine laughter, we're fully engaged in the here and now, free from worries about the past or anxiety about the future. It's a form of mindfulness, a way of fully appreciating the present moment and the joy it can hold. When we laugh, we're not just enjoying a temporary escape from life's difficulties. We're practicing a form of Stoic acceptance, acknowledging that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can choose to embrace life's lighter moments with open arms. Consider the power of shared laughter. It breaks down barriers and builds bridges. In moments of humor, we find ourselves more open, more connected, and more human. This aligns with the Stoic emphasis on community and the interconnectedness of all people. By laughing together, we're reminded of our shared humanity, of the common experiences and emotions that bind us. Laughter creates a sense of belonging, a feeling that despite our diverse backgrounds and life stories, we're not so different after all. But how do we cultivate more laughter in our lives? It starts with not taking ourselves too seriously. Ask yourself, how can I be more open to the absurdity of life? Can I find humor in my mistakes and learn to laugh at myself? This doesn't mean ignoring the seriousness of certain situations or dismissing real challenges. Instead, it's about balancing our perspective, recognizing that joy and sorrow are both integral parts of the human experience. It's about seeking out and creating opportunities for joy, whether through engaging with lighthearted content, spending time with people who make us laugh, or simply practicing the art of seeing the humor in everyday situations. So, what will you do to bring more laughter into your life? How can you use the power of humor to transform your interactions and deepen your connections? Embrace laughter as a tool for resilience and connection, and watch as it lights up not only your room but your life. Number 11. Self-care shows self-value. Why do we often neglect our own well-being in a world that constantly demands our attention and energy? What if I told you that prioritizing self-care is not just an act of indulgence, but a radical, life-transforming rebellion? In our fast-paced society, self-care is frequently dismissed as a luxury. Yet, Stoicism teaches us that caring for oneself is far from selfish. It's a deliberate effort to nurture our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. The Stoics believed in self-mastery and understanding what is within our control. When we prioritize our health and happiness, we're better equipped to face life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. Imagine this: you wake up feeling energized and focused because you've been eating nutritious foods, exercising regularly, and getting enough rest. How does this affect your day? How do you interact with others? By showing respect for the gift of life and taking care of the body and mind that carry us through it, we build a strong foundation for our interactions with the world. Let me share a story. Picture yourself on a plane. In the safety instructions, they always tell you to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. Why? Because only from a place of strength and well-being can we effectively contribute to those around us. This analogy perfectly encapsulates the Stoic view on self-care. It's about recognizing that our ability to think, feel, and act according to our principles is inherently linked to how well we look after ourselves. But self-care isn't just about physical health. It's about cultivating a healthy mind and emotional resilience. It involves practicing mindfulness, engaging in reflective thought, and seeking activities that enrich us intellectually and spiritually. This holistic approach ensures we're not just physically fit, but also emotionally and mentally prepared to engage with the complexities of life. Consider the ripple effect of self-care. When we're at our best, we can offer more to others. We become more patient, understanding, and present in our relationships. We contribute to our communities with greater enthusiasm and effectiveness. By taking care of ourselves, we indirectly take care of those around us because we're in a better position to offer support, wisdom, and kindness. So, how can you integrate self-care into your daily life in a way that reflects Stoic values? It starts with simple, intentional actions, eating nutritious foods that fuel your body, engaging in physical activity that strengthens you, ensuring you get enough rest, and setting aside time for reflection and relaxation. It also means setting boundaries to protect your time and energy, saying no when necessary, and prioritizing activities that align with your values and contribute to your growth. What steps will you take today to prioritize your well-being? How will you show yourself the respect and care you deserve? Remember, self-care is not a selfish act, it's a vital one. Embrace this Stoic approach to self-care and watch as it transforms not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Number 12, the allure of independence. Why does the idea of independence resonate so deeply within us? What is it about standing on our own that captivates our hearts and minds? In a society that champions self-reliance and personal freedom, we often equate independence with solitude or isolation. But what if true independence is something much deeper and more powerful? Imagine peeling back the layers to discover that real independence isn't about being alone, it's about the strength and confidence that come from knowing you can thrive on your own terms. Stoicism teaches us that this kind of independence isn't just about survival without assistance. It's about making decisions aligned with your values and living a life that is authentically yours. Have you ever felt the allure of not being swayed by popular opinion, of not needing external validation to feel valued or successful? This internal freedom, a central tenet of Stoicism, comes from mastering your desires, controlling your emotions, and understanding that your happiness and peace of mind come from within, not from external circumstances or the opinions of others. Picture this: you're making choices that are right for you, even when they go against the grain. You have the courage to follow your path, embrace your uniqueness, and live a life that truly reflects who you are. This is the kind of independence that is profoundly attractive. It's about having the strength to stand on your own while also valuing the support and companionship of others. How can we cultivate this powerful sense of independence without rejecting the importance of community? Stoicism teaches us the value of meaningful connections and mutual support. The key is finding a balance between maintaining autonomy and enjoying relationships that respect your independence and encourage your growth. It's about building bonds that support your journey without defining you. To embrace this Stoic ideal, start with introspection and self-awareness. Regularly examine your values, goals, and motivations. Are you pursuing something because it truly resonates with you, or because you feel pressured by societal expectations? Develop resilience by facing challenges and setbacks without losing sight of your values or sense of self. Consider the impact of embracing your independence. Imagine the transformation in your life as you live authentically, drawing others to the warmth of your presence and the depth of your spirit. This is the subtle strength of character that Stoicism champions. What will you do to cultivate your independence today? How will you balance your personal freedom with meaningful connections? Embrace these principles in your daily life and watch as the world around you transforms. Remember, the most profound connections are often forged in the quiet moments, through the authentic expression of your true self. Thank you for joining us on this journey at Stoic Journal. Your engagement and curiosity are what make this community so special. If this conversation has sparked a desire for more, I invite you to watch one of the suggested videos on your screen. Dive deeper, continue growing, and let the timeless wisdom of Stoicism illuminate your path. And remember, in the silence of your actions, your life speaks volumes.